So I had an experience, well, in 2016, I was having a lot of contact here, and there was this light in my tree that would show up every night, and it was a green light. And so I would go in the backyard and I would, take pictures of it, and all these things would morph and just show up in the green light in the tree. So one night I went out there and I asked it, I said, I said, who are you? And I heard in my head, we are you in the future. So I was looking at myself, but in the future. And then I asked it, I said, I want to learn more about you. And then as I said that, all of a sudden in my camera, I could see this orange disc floating across the sky. So I started to follow it with my camera. And then all of a sudden there was more and more and more. So there was like 30 of them that flew across over my house. And in one of them, I could see a being. And it was weird because in the camera itself, like it looked smaller, it looked very small, but when I was looking at it with my eyes, the craft looked much bigger and it looked much lower than when I saw it in the video that I took. So it's like the opposite thing was happening, but geez, it's just very, it's very strange. But there was probably at least 30 of these salmon colored discs that flew over my house.
Where were you? Where do you live again? Yeah, Long Island is a hotspot. My early abductions as like 13, 14 were from the South Shore of Long Island.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, I guess it is. But when it was happening, the dogs were barking next door. I have a highway behind my house. Um, it, it was crazy. I'm like, oh my God, I'm running through my backyard. I'm like, I love you guys. I love you guys. But then what I noticed, all these little things, when I looked at the video, there were all these green orbs that were flying all around. And those were actually crafts, the green orbs, because they would get to a point where they would go like this, and then they would make like a left turn or a right turn. And as they made the turn, they would like crush and turn into a disc shape. So they would go from round, going really fast, and then once they would turn, they would go into a disc shape and then make a turn.
Guess who I've been encountering?